let's start with the game. Case 9, the Battle of Hastings. The story is so far. Catriel and co scour Chancellor Lane looking for a suitable present for the inspector to give his wife, but nowhere is open for business. A team headed to Scotland Yard in order to report to the inspector. Assuming he's back from the incident, he was called to investigate. So Inspector Hastings, if we remember back, had the problem that it's currently a bank holiday. And it's his wife's birthday, and he forgot because he was so busy with his other cases in between. And he's searching for a present for her birthday. That is today. And we want to make it up to her that he hasn't been home for a while, so it should be something special. Because he's very desperate. Because, of course, it's a bank holiday and he cannot find anything. He went to our detective agency and, well, asked Catriel for help. Gosh, you don't suppose that Scotland Yard is closed today as well, do you? Of course not, Ernest. Criminals don't take the day off, so neither can the police. No rest for the wicked. I wonder if Inspector Hastings is back here already. I do hope he's managed to catch that burglar. We could ask that boy outside the building if he knows. Hey, finally we got a hint coin from Big Ben. I was waiting for that. Since the entire time we only got the text that Big Ben is back in order. You're following my advice, going to a German pub tonight, thanks. I don't know how accurate that is, but we have fun. Also, where's my crown if I'm a queen? Give me a crown, I want a fancy crown. Like a badass metal, like navy ornate, like Gothic, Victorian-esque, kinda, I don't know, crown thing. Crownette, something like that. That would be funny. Oh, Papano! Hello there. Hello there, what are you doing outside Scotland Yard? I was trying to sum up Papano's, but they say it's not allowed because it's a bank holiday. Oh dear, poor guy. You know, I had a letter from my family in Sangria and they sent me a new puzzle. Would you like to solve it? Not the kind of crown I thought of, but I took it. Man and his wife are having a strange conversation. The man says to his wife, it was our 7th wedding anniversary on the 30th of June last year, and it will be our 10th wedding anniversary next year. What was the date that they were having this conversation? Touch the boxes to input the month and day. Well, so it's past this year's wedding anniversary, which would be the 8th. And it's already the new year. So, last year, on the 30th of June, it was the 10th wedding anniversary. Which means this year, on June is technically the 8th. I would say New Year's sometimes, but I don't know if that makes sense. Would you say it's like the like right on midnight on the 31st of December? Whoops. Ah! Accidentally clicked on my Excel. No, not what I meant to do. But yeah, do you guys think? I think it is. It was like right midnight. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There you go. Right? That's the only way to can skip 2 dates in a way. Mm-hmm. They changed at the middle of the conversation and continued in the new year. So they started the conversation on the 31st December, the year of the 8th wedding anniversary. And then they did it on the 1st of January, on their 9th. Yes. Puzzles like that don't take long for me to work out. Ah, you're amazing. Maybe you're so happy you want to buy a puppy. Oh, I was, but it's good Wednesday, sorry. AKA no thanks. Well, let's talk to him. I see you don't have a day off even though it's a bank holiday, PC Beaton. Hello, quite right, Miss Goodman's May means nothing to us couples. But we all knew that we were getting into this game, so no complaints. Keeping the public safe is our #1 priority, you know? Gosh, what a noble attitude. Not that I'd say not a lion if the opportunity presented itself, of course, I'm only human. But the good people in London come first, we must have our priorities straight. Well, I think you're doing a wonderful job, officer. On behalf of all Londoners, I thank you. You're too kind, lad, too kind. It's words like that help me beat the alarm clock in the morning. Don't suppose you know if Inspector Hastings has come back to the yard yet, do you? I do apologize, madam, but I have only just arrived at my post and have yet to see the inspector today. Oh well, perhaps there might be somebody inside who knows. Yes, let's go in and have a look. It seems busier in here than ever. The signs of Inspector Hastings down here though, perhaps he's still chasing that thief. This the detective who came to find out Super Snitch before a look. Yes, you're right, Joe. Well, if he's there, perhaps the inspector's back after all. Let's go and ask him, shall we? Sure, wherever there would be a Roman relief casually lying in a police station. Hey, a treasure trove of ink coins. I take that. As always, I don't really care too much for the ink coins, although I thought more so finding if there's a riddles, you know? Okay, let's talk to him. Hello. Yes, Miss Layton, sorry for interrupting before. Not at all. So, did you manage to catch the culprit in that break-in that was reported? Well, according to my notes, yes, was called away to another incident before it was resolved, so I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. Inspector Hastings back, though, in his office, I believe. Does that mean he's already solved the case? Well, let's go and find him and see how he's getting on. First, I wanted to talk to him if I can, though, because it looks like he has a riddle. And he does. Hello, impeccable timing as always, Miss Layton. Oh, did you need me for something, Constable? Indeed, I did. There was a chap in here not long ago that left this puzzle behind. It's got me all tied up in knots. Can't make any sense of it whatsoever. Okay. Let's see. A brother's homecoming. 2 brothers left home for school at 9 o'clock in the morning. The older brother came home at 6 in the evening, but where did the younger brother return? The younger brother came home later than the older brother. The younger brother came home later. And the other brother. The other brother came home at 6 in the evening. I mean 5 p.m. It doesn't say which day, right? Because 7 hours after leaving the house doesn't make sense. So that would be 4, so 5 p.m. is the only one since it doesn't say the date.
This should do it, I
Doesn't
think.
say next day or something.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Your brothers came home on different days. You can't work out the correct answer based only on time of day. Look at that, you certainly gave that a little stinker short shrift. Short shrift, didn't you? Short shrift? Whatever shrift means. Let me check. Daily English lesson for me, folks. Ah. Okay, so basically you did the short, like, time before the gallows. You know, like, indirectly translated back. Ah, well, Constable, puzzles are my speciality. You could teach me a thing or two when it comes to puzzles, Miss Layton. A thing or three, in fact. Before we can help anybody else, always let's loot. Oh yeah, Rittersport has an interesting new chocolate variety out for Christmas. First of all, they have roasted caramelized almonds, and then they also have speculatius cookie inside of white and dark chocolate. I tried to find the dark one, could only find the light one, but it looks really interesting. Very interesting, like, to see in like some of the holiday like taste things. They also have vanilla kipferl, but well, that would be way too sweet. Since they already are super sugary, and then the sugary chocolate. It sounds really good, especially since so for those who don't know, speculatius are spiced cookies, so they have like cardamom, clove, and things like that, cinnamon in there. So they're spiced Christmas cookies in essence. They do exist in a buttered variety, but the more common one here is the spiced usually. Although you also find the buttered one everywhere. And they come in shape of like all kind of, I mean, standard was like farm animals and farm equipment and farm personnel, things like that. People used to carve like the templates for those cookies out of like the forms out of wood and stuff, later than out of metal. And there's actually rollers for this too nowadays, and like the mid to late 1900s. And like having a spice crunchy cookie between chocolate actually sounds really nice. Hey, nice catch. Look at this, just wet metal against a chair and the whole cloud of dust billowed out up into the air. That's not just dust, Jill. There's a puzzle in there too. Was your tail nap furniture also? Why don't you polish it off? What does spice typically mean in German context? Are we talking like a ginger cinnamon kind of thing, or maybe some anise or what? I'm not gonna say listening helps, but let me repeat what I just said. Sorry, wasn't mean there. I know sometimes people can mistake. Cardamom, clove, cinnamon, and things like that. Like that usually just kind of spiced, at least in the sense of speculatius. It varies a little bit from like country to country and from place to place, but those are usually like some of the most common spices, wintry spices. Same with like gingerbread cookies and stuff. It's like similar spices in those too. It's a little bit different. Yeah. Just that we don't call it pumpkin spice and that they're actually way more delicious. Although pumpkin spice is quite good on pumpkin in my opinion. Like spice, it's more like, I would say we call it more of like a Christmas spice blend instead of just pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is just a thing for like fancy, like drinkery places. so to speak. You're in charge of designing a layout of a train. To each end of the carriages is an interconnecting doorway. If you place seats inside carriages with no gaps, you can fit 8 rows of seats with 4 seats in each row. You have a budget of £30,000 per carriage for seats, and one seat costs 1,000. What's the maximum number of seats you can sensibly place in each carriage? Okay. No gaps, huh? So technically, with no gaps, it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3. So like this, essentially. Common spice, basically just a way of branding a spice combination that's existed for a long AF time. Yeah, indeed. Okay, sensibly placed though. I'd say you need a hallway of some kind. So those fall away, so those are -8. And then I'd say you need foot room. Those fall away, those fall away, those fall away, and those fall away. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 seats. Logically, I'd say. Leave it to America to refer to something almost exclusively by its capitalist name. To be fair, there's also a lot of cases where things are just named after their respective brand name. Like Tempo is a tissue brand, so we call tissues mostly Tempo, or, you know, Kleenex or something. And there's some other stuff that we just call Q-tips, for example, is also brand name. You know. Keep in mind the dimensions in the budget to work out how many seats you can fit. I did. Could physically fit 32 seats in a carriage, and you have the budget for 30, but you can't just place the seats like that. Something important is missing. It's an interconnecting doorway at each end of the carriage. The carriage needs to have an aisle. If you place seats in every space with no gaps, there's no room for an aisle. That's why -8. Yeah, indeed. If you allow space for an aisle to join up with the interconnecting doorways, you need an empty row going all along the carriage. In other words, you need to remove 8 seats. I did that. Is it literally? The thing is, they said with no gaps. Does that mean like no gaps like in between the seats too? I would have thought, but apparently not. If they say if you placed like seats in the carriage with no gaps, then I also assume no footroom, right? Right? So 8 rows of seats with 4 seats in each row means with 3 seats in each row. 8 times 3. 24. Meh. If they say no gaps, then they mean no gaps, right? Also no footroom. So I included the footroom. I had the right idea though, so I'm not too mad, but still. See, those are huge gaps. You could fit another 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of chair in there. If you truly make a gap or less. What the heck? Yeah, that's a puzzle taken care of. Time for a nap. No, Unlikely, Sherlock. We have things to do. Sorry, Sherlock, not Sherlock. That was instinctively. Bling. Oh, that was technically everything. Let's talk to Inspector. Ah, DC Booker was right. The Inspector's back, look. Catala, have you been there long? When you just got back myself. No, we just arrived. Did you manage to catch your man? Of course, with a little help from Joe Public, but we nicked him alright. Well, that's good news. What sort of help? Well, it was a slippery critter, this one, and quickly on its pins. We ran off into this park, you see. We caught what's good Wednesday, the place was packed, so I had an idea. Shouted out there fast a thief, with all the people in the park went after him. They soon had him surrounded, and all I had to do was slap the cuffs on him. Gosh, that really is up from the public, isn't it? Yeah, we'd have lost him otherwise, I think. Anyway, more important, have you come up with a present for Mrs. Hastings yet? Not yet, I'm afraid, Inspector. As you discovered for yourself, everywhere's closed today. Ah, I had a nasty feeling that's what you'd say. Don't be defeated, Inspector. It's not over yet. We still have time before nightfall. Yeah, but there's no hope of getting a present, is there? Even every flaming shop in the city is shut. It's too late to go traps in for the field now. Let's see what else they can do. It's too soon to give up. There may be other ways of obtaining a present that we haven't thought of yet. We keep thinking and looking out for something that Felicity would like. Well, thanks, Cat. Beats me why you're going to such a lot of trouble to help me, but I appreciate it. It's quite simple. I'm doing it because I want to. Well, I'm sure you're too nice to be a detective, Cat. Anyway, what have you got in mind? Where are you gonna find the present, eh? Yes, I'm starting to think the answer doesn't lie in the shops, but I have an inkling that someone I know may be able to help. Oh, who's that then? All in good time, Inspector. I need to head over to Guildhall for now. Guildhall? Yes, and I can't promise the person in question will be there, of course. Alright, well, it's just down the road, so I'll come along with you. I guess she already has an idea. Again, I know the cases because I watched the anime and played the game, but like... you know, we shall see. My allergies were very annoying today too. That reminds me when we were sat in the car, we were like sneezing like crazy. Oh look, it's Rampman. How cute. Oh, Mr. Jones, what a pleasant surprise. Are you out of the first row? I'm a lot of fun. Didn't you, Miss Layton? I brought some baby goods the other day and there was a free puzzle with them. Not how much you enjoy this sort of things. Dear, it's all yours. Brought some baby goods and there was a free puzzle for the parents. That's an interesting gift. Beast on the loose. It's a catastrophe. A dangerous animal has escaped from the zoo and is lurking somewhere in London. You need to find them fast. Touch parts of the letters to make them appear and disappear. Okay, it's clear. The other way around, not this way. A lion?
I found it to solve it now.
Wasn't a lion? Who would have thought a lion was looking in London? Very niche, but there is actually a childhood series that is about the loose lion. But in a world where lions and other animals can also speak, so the lion is actually a really nice lion and he helps out people. But yeah, there's a song that has like there from the lion is loose. So that reminds me of that. Aren't you lucky, my little munchkin? You got to see the detective solving that lovely puzzle, wasn't didn't you? Ah, your baby's very cute. I can see why you're so infatuated with him. It would be impossible not to be, wouldn't it? I don't understand how they came out looking so adorable. You understand it, little cutesy wootsy? Do you? Well, bit over the toppity. Hello? Hello, Miss Tate, I believe, isn't it? Are you working even on God Wednesday? No, I don't think so. Oh, then why are you here? Oh, well, you see, I'm just on my way back home from visiting my, grandma. That explains it. I thought it was rather weird to find you here. Are you all, working even though it's a bank holiday, you mean? Well, sort of, yes. It's not exactly work as such, but... I see. Well, I hope you managed to find some time to, relax. You're as busy as the mayor. Is Mayor Lavanita in today? Let me see. Yes, I think I saw her heading into her chamber when I passed by here this morning. So she's probably in here working now, I should think. Maybe. Well, if you excuse me, do we getting along now? Of course, thank you for your help. I had a feeling Pepper would be here even today. She's so devoted to her job, that woman. So we're here to see the mayor, are we? Yes, I feel sure she's going to have some great advice for us. Interesting idea, alright, then let's see what she suggests. Obviously, they fit the in-game cases to the anime cases in a way that you can actually play them because, you know, the anime episodes are obviously a bit shorter. So these are a tiny bit different. Nope. Hold on. I'll post that there. Music box of memories. How cute. Oh, why would somebody lose that here? That's so sad. Why Parda? Roar. Hello, Pepper. Oh, she's not here. Perhaps she's gone home already. Gone home. Last was very when she'd be able to save today. I wonder where she might have gone. Oh, I got it. I know where she be. Really, miss? Where? Just a stone throws from where we are now. It's one of Mayor's favorite places. I can't think. What do you mean? Don't you remember looking out over the city lights with her before, Ernest? Of course, the balcony. Your voice mistake she's a child bedroom with lupus. Actually, maybe it just sounds like a child bedroom with lupus now that I think about it. Well, I don't quite have lupus, but my autoimmune disease is in the very similar vein. So, yeah. Maybe I sound like I have an autoimmune disease that is actually belonging to the realms of collagenesis, like lupus does. So, you know. Exactly. Let's have a peek at science and see if my instincts are right. To be fair, she's always very insecure, so that's how I try to voice her. But hey. There's some sort of victory trophy here. Look, you suppose it belongs to the mayor? Oh, it looks like a sports trophy, doesn't it? Sports tournaments, festivals, it's all the same kind of thing. Oh, I have an interesting puzzle about sports tournaments, actually. To be fair, I'm not a child anymore by far, but I can't say it's rude if it's accurate, suppose, so does that make it more rude? I mean... I don't really care. Honestly, I don't care if people make fun or no fun of my kind of thing. I guess it's usually pretty rude to be compared to a very specific illness. Especially one that's still very prominently existent, but I don't really care. I'm not that picky about that. 5 people are talking about a race they ran. Started off the race in ABCD order, and then one person sped up and overtook 3 people, one after another. The one of the other runners overtook 2. After that, the order did not change. When they crossed the finish line, E was ahead of B and D was ahead of A. But yeah, I think others may find it rude. Okay. E was ahead of B. And D was ahead of A, but it doesn't say if they were ahead or not. So... Then one person fed up and overtook the 3 people one after the other. The thing is, they started off in order, but when you start a race, it's at the same time. Then one of the other runners overtook 2 people. Yeah, no. Yeah, and I'm not too... Like, I'm not too offended by anything like that. And yeah, no. None of your words can ever be taken serious, let's be real. The thing is, if they started in order, A started first, B started after, C started after, D started after, and E started after, then if it is 3 people, 1, 2, 3, could be D or ED. Because none of them can overtake 3 people. And since D was ahead of A, it needs to be D that overtook these 2. And then I need to switch these around a bit. Because one of the other runners overtook 2 people. So can we see overtook A? Or E overtook them, which means... like this probably. Because then... D is ahead of A and E is ahead of B. Something like this, right?
If you'll entertain my idea here...
Yeah? Okay.
Miss Layton would never have got that wrong.
Uh-huh. Okay, help me think here, people. They started off race in A, B, C, D, E order, and then one person sped up and overtook 3 people, one after another. Then one of the other runners overtook 2 people, and after that the order did not change. So the only ones that can actually overtake 3 people in order I mean, technically C can overtake... No. C can technically overtake 3 people too. Who's asking this layer to solve the puzzle? Well, me. Just to help. You don't need to solve it, you just need to help think. E was ahead of B and D was ahead of A. So... Overtook 3 people. It doesn't really show how many rounds there is and if it was like a straight race or not. That is my problem that I'm having. Because if it's multiple rounds, then A can technically overtake all of them. And then B can overtake A and E. Again, which... makes them in front of A. Okay, so it seems to be a straight. So yeah, D or E could have overtaken 3 people. And I mean, this would make E ahead of B. But then not D ahead of A, since D cannot overtake 2 people to be ahead of A. So it needs to be D. Like this, right? D overtook 3 people, one after the other. CVA. And went into the first. And then one person sped up and overtook 3 people. Overtook 2 people. E was ahead of B and D was ahead of A. D is ahead of A, but E is not ahead of B. So these two need to move back at this one here, right? D overtook 3 people in the beginning. A, B, and C. And then E overtook B and C.
So in
Yes, I know it's...
conclusion,
Huh? Did I not do that last time? Did I accidentally mess up? That's exactly my same logic. Did I mess up last time? Oh no! Okay, so I was kinda right in my idea, but I must have misjuggled them. Damn it! Yeah, because I did move them and switch. Oh no, I didn't switch these 2 back when I. Because last time I didn't move the 2 back before I moved the other one in front. Moved the other one in front first, which would have twisted the order between the last 2. Damn it! Very good, Ernest. Perhaps you should enter the next time there's a sports tournament on. If you miss, would you enter too? I think I'd just be in the crowd cheering you on, depending on the sport, honestly. Well, in that case, I'd definitely take part, whatever the event. Of course you would. I'm not too sure if scenes. I know that when you go back, scenes can have 2 puzzles. I cannot remember if scenes can have 2 puzzles in general, except for like if they're quest based. Oh well, let's go to the mayor's chamber. Or the balcony, I should say. But before we speak here, round and top on the Tower of London. Man, I love this music. Oh, puzzle? Puzzle. Puzzle or item, I wasn't too sure, but it's a puzzle. Puzzle in the chimney cat. And there I was thinking it was just a run-of-the-mill cityscape. We'll never underestimate the chimney. And the chimney sweeps that left them there. Friend for why? The several letters divided into 3 groups. The group on the left contains M and U. Group in the middle contains H and O. Group on the right contains C and D. The middle group has a special feature in both left and right groups. Now Y has come along. But which group should you join? Okay, this feature has the special feature of both the groups. And Y has come along. I would say something about the openness of them, right? M, U are both like open on top. C and E are both open on the right. And then now what H and O have that. I would say M and U, but I don't know why.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
Except for the open on top thing. The letters are divided up according to their shape. The letters on the left have a vertical line of symmetry. Oh. Okay, so I was almost right with the open up towards the top. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So Wrong reasoning, right answer. Also, let me shut my snacks before they become soggy. Nice. Loud. There we go. It was a lot of fun doing that. Keep sniffing at puzzles like that, Cheryl. There's a good dad. Don't get you, Bob. That was just a stroke of luck. Uh-huh. Hello, Mayor Lobelino. I thought we might find you a Pepper. Ah, Catriel, you obviously know me very well already. It was a simple case of deduction, actually. It was. I already had an inkling when we stepped through the door into the mayor's chamber. You did? I never noticed any giveaway signs or anything. Once I saw that the chamber was empty, then I just knew. You just knew, so you didn't deduce anything then. It was just a hunch. As I'm sure you'd agree, Inspector, hunches or inspirational insights are part of a good detective's toolbox. I'm sure that's what makes you so good at your job, Catriel. You have a wonderful instinct. Thank you, Pepper. You see, Inspector? Yes, well, So, Pepper, what are you doing out here on the balcony? Oh, I was just mulling over something over. I came out here for a change of scenery. It's a puzzle, actually. Perhaps you could help me solve it. Mystifying months. From left to right, we have person A, B, and C. Based on their comments, figure out each of their birth months. C was born 2 months after me. So A equals C minus 2. And I were born exactly 6 months apart. So B doesn't really matter if plus or minus. Equals A minus 6, whatever. Doesn't really matter if it's plus or minus, because, you know, there's 12 months, so. B was born a month whose number is 3 times bigger than mine. Okay. So C equals B 3B. Okay, I mean... C was born 2 months after me. The thing is, this depends if they have enough here or not, because A could be born in December, and then C would have been born in February. I mean, C is 3 times B, so that goes up to 4 technically, since it's 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. Oops. Also, 3C equals B. So it's B, I messed that up. So it's B divided by 3. Because B was born in the month whose number is 3 times bigger than mine. So C equals B divided by 3. There we go. So technically it could be 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me switch color. I mean, if we count within the year, then A can only be, or then C can only be 4 or 3, but not 2 or 1, because that would mean A would be behind. And since B's number is larger and A is in front, because B is 6 months apart from A. But if B is... So if technically if C is 2 and A is then 12, but B is 6. I mean, that would work though. So C is 2, and B is 6, and A is 12, and 2 minus 2 would be 12. Let's try another color for another just to make sure. If C was 3, then we would be 9. And A would be 1. See, that wouldn't work. So it must be 2, 6, 12. Or 12, 6, 2.
Is an interesting
You had to go and take care of some stuff. Well, I hope that went well successfully, and welcome back. Happy birthday. Whose birthday might it be today? Well, considering it's autumn, almost winter, then probably Ace. So that's the trick. Well, I never would have thought of that. Thank you. It was nothing really. Now, I can get back to looking at those papers. You're working hard, I see, even though it's a bank holiday. Oh, it's not work, really. I enjoy reading through documents like this. Paper, it's me you're talking to. We both know it's not true. Well, you're working even though it's kind of Wednesday, aren't you? Those long faces don't look like they belong to people on the social call. No, well, the thing is, it's Inspector Hastings' wife's birthday today, you see? But because of the bank holiday, he can't find anywhere open to buy her a present. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I've been so busy at work I clean forgot. You forgot? Inspector, shame on you. It's only once a year. Birthdays are very important, you know. Birthdays are a time to celebrate your arrival on this wonderful world of ours. You should always be the center of attention on your birthday. Should be the happiest day of your year. To be fair, shouldn't the mother also be celebrated for the work that her body did? But I guess that's Mother's Day, but still would make more sense if it was actually also on birthdays, you know? But hey, like both of them should be celebrated, but let's not nitpick. Honestly, husband should never ever forget something so important. Even if you somehow persuaded your wife to forgive you, I won't. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say, worshipful mayor. That's the pepper, I know. Deeply passionate about all kinds of festivity. Yes, I am. I've tried to know. I've been running all over the city today looking for a present for my little Layton, but everywhere's shut. It doesn't look like it's going to be possible to buy a present today, which is why we've come here to see you, Pepper. Why me? Well, because I know you're always thinking of what people need and what will make people happy, isn't that right? Out of all people, I know you'd be the most likely to come up with a good idea for a present. Oh, well, I'm flattered that you thought seeking my advice, yes. Seems to me, Inspector, that you're approaching this the wrong way. You've been intent on finding a present for your wife, but the truth is, material things don't make people happy. Not truly. Yes, I suppose the Riverside Festival is a good example of that, isn't it? It's not a material object, but it certainly makes a lot of people happy. Exactly, so I suggest you stop thinking about the present and start thinking about what would make your wife happy. Yes, that's brilliant advice. Oh, well, I can see that you know what I'm talking about, Catriel. But hang on, a birthday without a single present, that can't work out. I think perhaps the inspector needs a little more time to get on. He's not very good at understanding women's feelings, to be honest. I am still here now. It's no use, I've had it. I haven't gotten there anything and the day's almost over. You won't solve your problem with that kind of attitude. Don't get so worried, just try to relax. Tell me, what do you think about the view from this balcony? Oh, well, it's beautiful, really. How about you, Inspector? View, well, at least if any crime's going on down there, it's too far away for me to see it. I think it's stunning. It's beautiful in every sunlight. No, but at night it really comes alive. Yes, you showed me the view from here over the city lights once, on the night of the Riverside Festival. It was a breathtaking, actually. For some reason, however tired I'm feeling, looking at this view gives me a lease of life, gives me the energy I need to keep on with my work. And at night, when I look at each little pinprick of light and imagine that's a family living in my city, just makes me want to do everything I can to be a better mayor. Well, whenever you put it like that, I suppose it's a bit more than just a view. That's right, it is, isn't it? Why don't you all stay and watch as it gets dark? Won't be long now. I wish I could, but time isn't on my side today. No, that's a shame. I'm sure you could have afforded the time. It would do you good. Perhaps you even think of a good idea to please your wife. Well, thank you very much for the advice, Pipper. You got some thinking to do now before the evening is properly upon us. Almost there. Just 2 more things. I mean, our shares were to spend time with the inspector, so any kind of quality time would be good. Don't you guys, think? Like, stargazing, picnic at night with candlelight, things like that, you know? Anything they can do together, like actually that's special. Like home-cooked meal with that, maybe, you know? I feel like speaking to Pepper has given me the seed of an idea, but it's not quite formed yet. Don't give up, miss. This is a tricky case, but I know you can solve it. No, forget it. If evening's upon us already, we basically run out of time. Oh no, Inspector, it's too soon to throw in the towel. You owe it to your wife to keep trying until the last possible moment. No, look, I appreciate everything you've done. Giving up your day off to help me is more than I deserve. But it's nearly the end of the day. I can't leave my poor little lemon alone all bleeding day, can I? The sad thing is I'm always thinking about her. I wish I could have made her birthday special like she wanted. But I've only got myself to blame. Looks like I'll just have to go home empty-handed. Don't waste any more time on me. Go home yourselves and at least enjoy what's left of the day, eh? Inspector. Gosh, poor man, he looks smaller than usual somehow, don't you think? I feel like we've let him down now. Wish there was something we could do. If the man himself has given up, though, I think we'd better head back to the office. If it isn't Catriel Layton. Hello, Dean Damano. What a pleasant surprise bumping into you here. I'm surprised to see you, yes? Who's this old moped? This is the Dean of Crescent Hollow University, Cheryl. He's a close acquaintance of Miss Layton's. I wonder if our meeting like this was actually inevitable. What do you mean? Well, my granddaughter sent me another puzzle, you see, but it's got me stumped. Can't think of anyone more likely to be able to solve it than you, Catriel. And that is not back to any of the other Layton games where Layton has to solve that. Funny fractions. Professor has written a sum on the board. The writing on the left expresses the fraction on the right. In that case, what number should go in the empty space at the bottom right? 1 to 10 and 1 to... Huh. Huh? I had the main characters the only slightly normal looking people. Have you ever seen Professor Layton? Writing on the left expresses the fraction on the right. In that case, what number should go in the empty space at the bottom right? You would be inclined to say that that is the number. That one looks like 100, and that one looks like 0 in a way. That one looks like 10, and a 0. 1/10 of this game, yeah. I mean, fair, kinda, maybe, yeah. I remember that long-faced runner. She looked very young to me. And she had a very long and odd face too. No, just fun character design. Have you guys got any ideas? I'm stumped. How's that 110? This is a weird one. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I know, I saw the 100. Oh, it's a percent. Okay. And 1% is 100. Okay.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Going. You gotta get going to that beer bar now. Makes you feel scholarly when you type the German way. Biergarten. aka beer garden. Yep, Biergarten. Also, since it's a noun, you write the first letter as a capital letter, so the B would be large. Close enough, though. That's a nice catch. Yeah, I didn't see the percentage sign. Oh. It's okay. Today is not my puzzle day, I guess. You know it was a typo. The small b? The lowercase b? You don't even use proper grammar when you type English. What makes you think you're doing it for German? It makes you scholarly when you type it the German way, then also type it right the German way. Then you can say that you learned something and feel scholarly. If you type it the wrong way, then that's not gonna be something you're gonna learn right, you know? So, might as well try, huh? Thank you, that was marvelous. My little angel will be so pleased. Maybe I could be of assistance to you, Linda Mona? You don't look your usual cheerful self, Catriel. Something on your mind? You're a very perceptive team. Actually, I'm a little stunned myself. I'm working on a very difficult day. Yes. Yep, have a good day. Or a good evening, I suppose. Hopefully you enjoy it. Bye-bye. And thanks for hanging out, as always. Well, perhaps I can help. Why don't you tell me all about it? You know Inspector Hastings of Scotland Yard? Well, it's his wife's birthday today. Oh yes, I've certainly heard of him. News of his exploits is always in the paper. Yes, well, the thing is, he forgot it was Mr. Hastings' special day, and he had to get her a present. Oh dear, that's a predicament. And that's a week. We've been trying desperately to help him find something, but we've drawn a blank. She'd be so disappointed if she doesn't even manage to rustle up a present for her. Yes, I see. Well, listen carefully, Catriel. Presents are well and good, but they are not the be-all and end-all. That was a lot of thoughts. Didn't quite follow. Haven't you ever heard of the expression "it's the thought that counts"? That doesn't mean thinking about the present necessarily. It's about thinking about celebrating together. About all the things his wife does for him, about how much he loves her. Personally, I'd say telling the woman how he feels about such a thing would be far more valuable than any gift could ever be. Yes, telling her how he feels about her? Gosh, it's all very romantic, isn't it, miss? Thank you, Dean. You're giving me something to chew on. Well, good luck, young lady, and don't give up. Thought I wouldn't, would he? Anyway, must be off. Do show your face at the university sometimes, won't you? Don't give up? Well, I don't want to, but it certainly isn't easy. You've more or less lost the last of the daylight now. Time's up, isn't it? You mustn't neglect yourself, Mrs. Layton. You need to put your feet up sometimes. Why don't we go back to the office now? I just feel like I'm on the brink of a great idea. What to do, what to do? Who's the cutest? You're the cutest. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. We already heard that, so I guess let's go back to the office presumably? Or at least to Chancellor Lane. How strange. What is it, Pinstripes? Just feels different here somehow, even though nothing actually appears to have changed. Do you think so too? Well, past the thing about it, yes, it feels sort of desolate. Haha, it's because there aren't any people about. That's it, yes, you're quite right. The street's totally deserted. Nothing happening on Chancellor Lane, that's unheard of. Perhaps it's because we talked to everyone here before, perhaps I made them disappear. That can't be happening, can it? Oh, no, this was only a joking. There has to be someone about, I'd say, in the street. Let's head up the street to the office. I'm sure we find some sign of life here. There's no one around here either. Wait a minute, over there, look, there's someone. The last one standing on Chancellor Lane. Stop being creepy. I wonder why there are so few people around there. Perhaps we should ask the man over there. Stash and Scarfin, of course. Excuse me, sir, would you happen to know why there's nobody around? The answer is simple. It has to do with the special day that it is today. Today, well, that's Good Wednesday. Yes, indeed, day of rest for all London's inhabitants. Everyone must be home soon, safe in their houses. The children will all play back inside. Everything's still like this. Okay. Child's play. Children playing at the park have all gone home. Move one off the mattress to spell the reason why they went home. Move the mattress beside them. They cannot be rotated. How about dark? Park to dark.
This should do it, I think.
That's cute. This one is a cute one. It's a easy and cute one. And so it's dark. The children went home because it got dark. When the children are away, the cats will play. Okay, that is adorable. Oh my goodness, it looks so fancy. And you might not have cats and other animals enjoy slides too. I mean, I saw deer use slides for fun and squirrels too. Why not? Why not cats, you know? I'm glad you solved that in time. Seems you aren't aware of all the traditions of Good Wednesday. All the traditions? What do you mean? This is the day of rest, the day when no work's to be done, but that's not all this day dictates. And therefore, though house by day come eventide go home to play. That's the old adage of Good Wednesday. You mustn't forget it. Look around here, others haven't forgotten, have they? Be gone home with you, at least you break an important tradition. Come, eventide go home to play? Never heard of that little rhyme before. Well, it explains why the streams are as dead as a dodo. So at the end of Good Wednesday, everyone's at home? That's it, I've got it. What could Catriel be up to make a good present for the inspector's wife, huh? Well, let's solve the case, yes. Let's give his wife a good birthday. This present, mysterious history. You've come up with something, I don't believe it. I'll explain everything later, sure, for now I need you and Ernest to do something for me. Anything you say, miss, anything at all. Fine, I bet, although Super Snitch doesn't deserve it. He's always calling me a she. Oh, thank you. Listen carefully, yes, and do exactly what I say. What are you going to do, Miss Layton? I'm going to go and fetch the inspector. But it's too late, surely it's over, isn't it? Not at all. Just about to start. The present I have in mind will only work after dark anyway. Never mind that for now. Just follow these instructions, please. Oh?
It looks so pretty.
Nice, isn't it, love?
Not so many lights tonight. I suppose most people are asleep. We haven't come here for donkey's ears, have we?
Nah. Huh?
What?
Oh, isn't that just cute?
Oh,
It was a perfect
Did you-
placement of houses.
did you do that for me?
Well, you know.
And to think I was annoyed with you for not getting me a present this year. Honestly, you.
You better pay Catriel with a lot of good food and snacks after this.
Cat, I don't know how to repay you. You really saved my bacon. Just look at all those lights, eh? Blimey.
Also, that is a lot of streets that they had to run through.
Actually, it's thanks to you that so many people agreed to turn on their lights like that tonight.
Thanks to me.
In order to spell out the words, we delivered notes to 186 separate households.
Damn.
This is what I wrote. We are asking you to turn on all your lights when it gets dark at the end of the bank holiday. You'll be helping to deliver a message for one of London's most faithful servants, Inspector Hastings, CID.
You what?
That's so cute. That's what I meant with this case. Is the cutest of all of them.
Everyone who
So
turned on their
wholesome.
lights tonight did so as an expression of gratitude to you, Inspector. For all your hard work and devotion to your job, for keeping us all safe.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Is that not just the most
Thank you,
heartwarming
London.
case we've ever solved?
And thank you, Cat. Riel.
Let's not forget, Pinstripes and I were the dogs' bodies that actually posted all
Yeah, they must have been
100.
running. That's a crap ton of postal work, you know.
My poor paw.
Miss Layton, a parcel's arrived for you from Inspector Hastings.
Ah, a little thank you, perhaps. Oh, what's this? One of my Little Lemon's homemade cakes for you, to say thanks for the other day. Enjoy.
Gosh, that does look good.
Oh, wait. He's written more on the back. It's our wedding anniversary coming up, so you might want to get thinking about that. Who does he think I am?
A nice
Catriel
horse.
Layton, private detective and party city planner.
Yes, he's outsourcing all his problems now to you, Cat. Clearly. I mean, that's what you get. That does look very delicious. Pulling my nose because it's running a bit. Allergies weren't that bad, like once we were out of the fields today, like where we drove through, but my nose is still running a little bit, which is okay, not too bad, but meh. And so Inspector Hastings celebrated his wife's birthday. With that, the Battle of Hastings was won and not a single eye lost. But next time, Inspector, plan your own parties, or you get one in the eye from me. Apparently, I also need to have a drink. Sit there. Well, at least we managed to help him, and it was really, really sweet, honestly. This is like, sweetness-wise, is one of my favorite episodes when it comes to that. Not overall my favorite, but like just full-heartedness, you know? It's just like so wholeheartedly cute. No, it wasn't even that strong. I'm not coughing along on. I just got some snot on the back of my throat, you know? It's not even like a real cough, just there. New case, is that Ernest? Oh, that's reverse hairdo, huh? Okay, it is Ernest. Ernest is having a very bad day. He's implicated in a serious crime on his first day at Crescent University. Well, that's third case 10. Still have a little bit of time to get into this. Hello, Shaw. Oh, there you are, Prince Charles. Was beginning to wonder what happened to you. Miss Layton asked me to stop off on my way and buy some things for her. Tea, of course. This fashion magazine and a snack for later on today. Being the dog's buddy again now. Isn't Miss Layton here yet herself? She's gone out already. Said she'd be back later. Oh, what a pity. She left a message for you, though. You want to hear it? Oh, of course. Gosh, this sounds awfully important. My palms are starting to sweat. Alright then, if you're sure you're ready. Ernest, while I'm gone, tidy up. Is that it? Fretzo, not quite what you were expecting. I feel your pain. Oh no, it's quite alright. I had a suspicion it might say that. So, where should I start, I wonder? It's rough being the underdog, eh? Have you tidied up after your boss? Because she's so terrible at it. Oh, I wouldn't say that, Charles. She's not terrible at tidying at all. She tidies when she wants to tidy, but when she doesn't, she doesn't. She's just being true to herself. She's just being true to her selfishness, you mean? She's never wanted to tidy in her life, so Muggins has to do it. Well, that last part may be true. And anyway, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Pinstripes. It's a perfect opportunity. Oh, what is it? What are you doing? Why do you work here as Cat's assistant? She doesn't even pay you, does she? No, she doesn't. I work here because I owe Miss Layton a debt of gratitude. It must be a big one. What happened? It was when I met her for the very first time. I'm listening. I was being investigated by Scotland Yard. Investigated? You? Come on. You think I was turned into a dog yesterday? I mean, maybe. We don't know. But yeah, this is actually a case of the past, how they got to know each other, which is very nice and important they included that. And not just in the enemy. Inspector Hastings had summoned me to his office. The BFF, you say, I was the prime suspect. Ernest Grace, you did it, didn't you? It wasn't me, I'm innocent, Inspector, I swear. Don't give me that, sunshine. I knew it was you who broke into their dorm's laboratory and nicked its research papers, admit it. Broke into? No, I didn't. There's been some terrible misunderstanding. So you're still going to deny they're witnesses, you know? You're seen sneaking in there. What more evidence do you think I need to put your way, eh? Come clean, sunshine, or things are getting ugly. Well, I only just started at Crescent University. Why would a fresher like me... Oh, Crescent, huh? Love at first sight. Stop slobbering. Oh my goodness, Ernest. Close your mouth, the fly's gonna fly in. What do you think you're doing, Brethren, in here when I'm interviewing a suspect? I can't believe you brought this poor man here to Scotland Yard. You what? You can't accuse people without carrying out a proper investigation first. It sounded like only evidence you have is circumstantial, that he was at the scene. Who are you, chicologist so-and-so? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Catriel Layton. Well, I don't care if you're the Queen of Sheba. You don't come down here and start interfering in police business. If you got a complaint about the way we do things, you follow proper procedure and solve this puzzle. So you need to solve a puzzle to file a complaint, huh? That's gonna be helpful in, like, keeping certain people away. There's a line of 5 cars driving along the road and they're breaking the speed limit. The next day, the 5 drivers go to the police, but only 4 of them were charged with speeding. Which guy was the one that was being driven by the person who's not charged? I mean, technically the first one could be an emergency vehicle, so it must be the first one, right? The others follow it, and then that should be a problem.
What's the matter with me today?
But this one looks like an emergency vehicle. So if there was sped behind it... Guess the one that's smallest? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I would say a police car or an emergency car, so this one or this one, right? This one has a surf book on top though, so surely not. Maybe the last one is before the speed limit?
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
There's a patrol car chasing the speeding drivers from behind. Oh, okay, so my idea with police and emergency vehicle was right, okay. Okay, yeah, fair. So I first thought this would have been an emergency vehicle or something, but I guess this is the same logic, so yeah. So I was right in my thought. You cracked it? Well, that's a turn I've heard about. Any puzzle solved, that's my motto, unlike Scotland Yard, which seems to be any blame absolved. Damn, the roast. Ugh, blimey. Inspector Hastings, sorry to barge in, sir, but it's nearly time. Oh yes, of course, I've got an appointment in Grayson Hollow, thanks for reminding me, Constable. Right, Grace, looks like you're off the hook for now. But you're still at the top of my list, Sunshine. And as soon as I get more evidence... Oh, no, please. Come on then, piece of beaten, let's get over to the university. Yes, sir. You're free to go then, sir. How can I make him believe me? I didn't do it. Well, they got now. They said you're free to go too, so why don't we get out of here? Unless you'd like to stay. Oh, golly, no. Then I'd suggest we leave now before the inspector comes back. Yes. That's how we were thrust together, how the heavens conspired to make us meet. She was like a goddess of destiny in my eyes then. All that sweet, sugary slobber that he's slurping everywhere is making me slow lip. It's gross. Like, I wouldn't call that love at first time, but more so obsession at first time, but hey. Hey, we found a puzzle. And that's why we look everywhere. Ah, there's something strange about this night. I thought I didn't look quite right. Sports mattress. Matches are lined up to show the number 3706 by taking away one match. You can spell the name of a sport. Which sport is it? It's golf. It's GOLF.
This should do it, I think.
Just upside down.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Yes. I did it. You turned the whole thing upside down and then made one match away from the E. It spelled golf. Nice shot. Woo! Take not made. Wow, my brain really messed that up. I guess it's getting to the point. Yeah, last half hour as always. Tiredness kicks in. My reading ability gets even worse. I did it. I feel much better now. It's okay though. We all know that by now that it happens, so you'll get accustomed with me messing up the reading, right? Just how things are. Seeing this weather, huh? Another crazy American tradition. Ugly Christmas sweaters. Though they do look fun depending on the sweater though. Thank you for helping me before. I mean, although there's some very cute ones, like there's some Pokemon ones and stuff that look absolutely adorable and I love them. So, ugly is in quotation marks most times, I guess. I'm Ernest Grease. Messing up the reading has become so normal that you don't think about it anymore. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm gonna take that as good that you don't think about it anymore, as bad that you had to grow accustomed to that. Unless it's become, yeah. Yeah, I mean sometimes I do mispronounce words because it's not my mother language, my mother tongue, so it makes sense, but yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ernest. The pleasure is all mine, Miss Layton. I must say it's really good of you to believe me. That I'm not the thief, I mean. Oh no, I just couldn't abide that loud-mouthed inspector sloppy detective work, that's all. Oh. I wouldn't like to say if you did it or not. But I didn't do it. It's that case about the stolen research papers, isn't it, from the professor at Crescent, hello? Yes, that's right. Osama seemed to be a suspect. But you didn't do it, honestly? No, honestly, I didn't. Please, you have to believe me. Well, honest, if that's your real name, you don't look like a thief or the sort of person who try to deceive others. I'm not really. I haven't done anything wrong. So, you're a student at the university, are you? Yes, I've only just enrolled though, but somehow I've already managed to get myself into an awful fix. I always seem to have the most dastardly luck. Dastardly, yes. Dastardly. I know that word, it just starts to read. Only this morning I fell under the rain in the street and got bitten by a dog. I see, a walking calamity, you might say. Well, your look may have changed, and I intend to go to Grasnello today anyway. If you come along with me, I can do what I was planning there and prove your innocence en passant. En passant? Oui, en passant. Unless you'd rather I don't interfere. No, I mean, please do interfere. That is, if you really think you can prove it. Of course, right then, let's go. No, yes, yes, alright then. Layton made it seem like proving my innocence would be as easy as falling off a log, so I went along with her, hoping desperately that she was right. I love the little, like, telltale thing. Of course, there's some coins and there's the riddles. Placements are mostly very similar, so I'm just going to the usual spots here. Okay. Let's talk to her. No? Maybe the inspector there. Or police officer, he's not the inspector. Dearie me, I wonder what's afoot. I just saw Inspector Hastings rush off somewhere. You know the inspector. What sort of man is he? Oh, well, I didn't know what I've heard, of course. They say he's very passionate about his job, and he can be rather overbearing at times, but that's just because he can't abide law-breaking of any sorts. Ah, yes, overbearing fits the bill rather well in this case. But I haven't broken any laws, though. I've also heard that he can be a little slow sometimes, and I've also heard, just between you and me, that at home his wife rules the roost, as it were. Listen to me, I don't like to gossip, you know, and when people are still, don't tell anyone I told you, will you? Don't like to gossip, yeah, sure. Yes, enjoy your lurk, and hopefully have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out. Hello, madam. Don't suppose you've lost the puzzle? We had one added in the lost property, but not being able to solve it, we don't know whose it is. I see. Well, I could probably solve it for you if that would help. Really, that would be most helpful indeed. We have a board made up of lots of small regular triangles. If you cut the board in two, you can put two pieces together to make one big rectangular, big regular triangle. Attach the joints between triangles to draw a line. Okay. That would miss the corner. That would not work. Ah. This would work. Or would it? Hold on. No. Hold on. That would go over there, that over there, that over there. That would go over here. But they wouldn't fit because they're the wrong shape. So it must be like this. So not like this. Because I thought I could cut this and then put that here, but no, that won't work. Or hold on. No, maybe it would. Hold on. No, it would. I think it would. Let's try. That should fit there, right?
Solve this now.
Yeah, okay. I thought that for some reason. For some reason my like turn spatial view is not good today. Like my visualization of that's the same problem I had with that Dean that Mona gave us earlier. And like you turn it and it doesn't seem right, or it does seem right, and it's halfway only recognizable. That's okay though. Bright train, yeah, tired brain, wow. You did it, you made one big triangle. All you had to do was cut off the tiles at the bottom right and place them on the top left. There you go, solved. Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, candidates. Yeah, this looks like a name, I think. I'll get in touch with the person concerned and report them we have the puzzle here at the yard. Most kind of you to help. Not at all. It's a public's duty to help the police when they can, after all. And it's our duty to solve any puzzle we can. What's the best way to the university from here? I can show you, just follow me. Say it will be your first time to visit Gressenhall, Miss Layton? No, I used to go there quite often as a child, but it has been a rather long time. I haven't been from here before. I'm not sure what the best way is. Really? Well, don't worry, we're there in the jiffy. Hello there, reporter. We know you. If I'm not very much mistaken, and I'm not very much mistaken very often, that who does one pass was the esteemed Inspector Hastings. And if I'm not mistaken, and as you know I'm not often mistaken, he was off to investigate something. Those months, the distinctive sting of his case, in which case I may have a story for the morning paper. Another reporter? Gosh, what if it's all over the news, Miss Layton? My face could be on the front page of every paper in London. Don't worry, Eunice. Wouldn't you never make front page news? Page 3 at best. Page 3? I don't have to pay for that. That's like a celebrity joke or something? Like I don't know what's on page 3 usually. Maybe that's like on the newspaper joke. No. Well, let's back over to Gressenhall. Here we are, miss. In a jiffy, as promised. Well, it brings back memories. I haven't been to Crescent for a long time now. It's hardly changed at all. Are you alright? Sorry, yes, I'm fine. So they say it has long and distinguished history, this college? Yes, that's right. One of the top 2 in London. Well, it certainly looks the part. The buildings have that particular character about them that says it's a centre of learning. Look, there's the constable we saw at Scotland Yard. What if he arrests me? Relax, he looks like he's busy investigating at the moment. In fact, why don't we ask him how his inquiries are coming along? I hope they found something that proves I couldn't have done it. Papano, anybody want Papano? So this is London, so many great buildings. Sangria seems a very long way away now. First I was some Papanos here, and then when everyone else was there, we'll sell them all over the world. When Papanos are famous, Sangria will be famous. When Sangria is famous, we will have more tourists, and everyone will be happy. So it's party time. Papanos selling party. Yeah, that didn't work. Is there a festival today? There's a man or rabbit or someone over there dancing. Oh, he's dropped a puzzle out of his rucksack, look. It's funny that the term for backpack is still rucksack or rucksack in English in that way. Rocket reshuffle. Circuits are being tested to see how they launch and land. Each rocket can only move to the launch pad that's the same number of spaces away as the number displayed on its head. Can fly over rockets in between, but they cannot land on launch pad already containing a rocket. Set the rockets to position them 3, 2, 1 order. I don't know, I already messed up. I essentially went backwards again. Well, that was a lousy job. There we go.
I have a feeling that perhaps
It's like a Hanoi problem, but
that's
a bit different.
I wasn't entirely sure.
Or no, it's a sorting problem, actually, not a Hanoi problem. Never mind, because it doesn't have to... whatever. It's not stacked, so it's not Hanoi. Ignore my brain, it's a sorting puzzle. Sorting algorithm puzzle. Did it. The test was a success. By moving rocket 1 to the right-hand edge, you can reverse the order of the rockets. The quickest way to solve this is in 9 steps. And I did it in 9 steps. Okay, good. Excuse me, I think this puzzle may have fallen out of your rucksack. Oh, thank you. You people have done us so kind. Feel like you can keep the puzzle. Goodbye. You didn't even try to sell us anything. That's fun. I think you find that Crescent University is one of the most prestigious in all of London. Mayo, Crescent and open bracket, what a mouthful, close bracket, have gone on to become famous academics, politicians, and artists. Well, that's very impressive. That means you're an academic high flyer then, doesn't it, Ernest? Oh, thank you for the compliment, miss. That's very flattering. There's no time to be feeling pleased with yourself. The police managed to pin this theft on you. You're being a famous Crescent not a famous one. Sorry, you're quite right. Of course she has to tease him like that. Sure, he knows that he's not at fault. He's just not the type to be, you know. Crusty old car. That's not a crusty old car, that's Professor Layton's car. Come on. That's the good old red car that he used to play with and things like that. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your tree stump. Shake your tree stump. Okay, there's the constable. Hello, hello, what have you here? That isn't the very fellow Inspector Hastings brought him for questioning before. We're discharged, lad. What are you doing here? Felt better if I didn't come to confess, have you? Oh, definitely not. I didn't do it. I'm rather intrigued by the case, Constable. You had some research papers were stolen, is that right? No money, no other valuables? Were the documents worth anything, per se? Well, they happen to have been the very important research papers of Dr. Genome. And who's this Dr. Genome? Oh, I can fill you in on that front, miss. He's one of the most influential researchers in the field of plant genetics. He's published countless revolutionary papers on the subject. It's actually the reason I enrolled here. I've wanted to study under him for years now. Oh, really? And your first day you managed to be accused of stealing his work? Well, yes, somehow I did. Apparently the results of Dr. Durham's current research has been heavily anticipated by both on all over the world for some time, so we believe, madam, that's most likely worth a bob or two. I see, it's cutting-edge research, isn't it? Sort of scientific discovery that money can't buy, is that the idea? Precisely, ma'am, so we're investigating accordingly. Our inquiries are ongoing. Yes, of course. Thank you, Constable. And that is why you always triple copy and save, but it doesn't mean that if other people can get their hands on it, they cannot base something off of that and release things earlier and then steal your limelight and everything, and yeah. Well, and it looks like the police are well on the way with the investigation, so there's not a moment to lose. Why not, miss? Because we want to prove your innocence before they do or don't. It's no fun if we don't beat them to it. Fun? That's right, fun. So I think you better tell me your movements up to when the theft was discovered. What did you do today since you arrived? Where did you go? Who did you speak to? Tell me everything. Yes, my movements? Well, today was first day, as you know. Yes, and I've been just dying to have my first lecture from a doctor. I think he's simply spiffing, you see. Yes, I was looking more for hard facts, Ernest. Suddenly I found myself standing outside the gates of this wizard university, thinking to myself, that's not really relevant at the moment, you see. Well, so then I finally took my first step, my very first footprint in the metaphorical throw of the campus. Really wasn't nothing short of momentous. So to sum up, you walked through the university gates. Alright then, let's follow your momentous footsteps of earlier today, shall we? So Miss Layton started investigating the case in order for us to prove my innocence. I was terrified that the accusations would stake that I'd be branded a criminal, but little by little as I saw how confident she was, my nerves started to settle. A fitting for planned research to get a little rose. Alright then, Ernest, we established you entered the university grounds, then what? It's strictly necessary. I mean, our movements lead up to the theft really important? Wouldn't it be better to go straight to the scene of the crime and investigate there first? No, I have a feeling that understanding your movements is the way to go. Is there anything more to it than a feeling, miss? Don't worry, Ernest, trust your instincts, or more precisely, trust mine. I see, it's your instincts that are guiding you. Alright then, I will. I'm sure your instincts won't let me down. Ah, thank you, so then what did you do next? Wait a minute, I just spotted another policeman over there. You mean a man? Yes, that's him. He's one of Inspector Hastings' men. Really? So he's a detective, isn't he? Yes, DC Booker, I think his name is. Let's hope he doesn't book you then. Gosh, yes, I don't want that. Let's hide so he doesn't notice me. Don't be daft, Ernest. We should use the opportunity to ask him how his investigations is progressing. You don't mean you're not actually going to go and speak to him, are you? Of course. We keep just loitering here and give him furtive glances. He definitely think we're suspicious. Well, alright, But first, let me find some hint coins and some other riddles. Oh, there we go, see. Does that window over there look a little odd to you, Ernest? I don't know, does it? Gosh, you're right, there's a puzzle hiding in it. Light security 2, yes. There's nothing leading up to this one. And this one leads to this one, leads to this one, leads to this one, leads to this one, this one. this one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one. Okay, so that doesn't work because that leads to the door. It's not this one. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot that lead up to this. So it's like this, 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 this. This, 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 but that doesn't surround them. These won't be a good start. We need to find which one here could do the thing. I mean, this one could light up this, but not more. This one could light up all of these, but not more. We need to close this gap. But this leads to a dead end. So it needs to be something like this. And that should close the gap in between, right? So this one. Yeah, okay.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Just finding the longest path and trying to find the rest of them I found is easiest. Security systems have been successfully activated. Now the thief can't get anywhere near. Well, Arsène Lupin will certainly find a way. Ah, that's much better. Gosh, you were magnificent solving that. I wish I was so clever. Oh, it's all about practice. Indeed. Practice and hoping that the puzzles you find actually have a decently logical solution. Because in the real world, the puzzles tend not to be as, well, not simple, or like too similar to Layton puzzles in most cases. Good day to you, detective. Hello. Wait, don't you know you? Don't I know you, young man? Let me see. Yes, you fit the description. You have my notes perfectly. Ernest Grease, I believe. Where is it now? The prime suspect. No, I mean, yes, I'm Ernest Grease, but I was released earlier due to lack of evidence. Yes, it doesn't mention that here, actually. I'm glad your notes are up to date, officer. Never go anywhere without my notebook. Ah, yes, I see that there's a number of other suspects in this case. Really? Didn't know that. It says here that a number of other researchers were competing with Rome in this field. What do we believe? Ah, yes, we believe it might be a case of a rival academic trying to discredit the professor. So, does that mean I'm off the hook? No, that's just one possibility. You're still firmly in the picture, I'm afraid. If you're still in my notebook, you're still a suspect. Let's see, yes, a world-famous professor would inevitably have rivals in this field, I suppose. So let's carry on tracing your movements, Ernest. Did you enter the building next? No, I didn't do that. Really, you didn't go in the main buildings even on your first day? No, you see, when I come this far, I suddenly caught a wonderful flower whiff and wandered off searching for the flowers that made it. You let the smell of flowers divert your attention, you mean? Yes, that's right. I just popped over to that flower bed over there to have a little look. Well, if we're following in your footsteps, looks like we'd better pop over to it again. It's just over there around the side of the building. Following Miss Layton's instinct, we started to carry out our investigation by retracing my steps that day. We relived everything that I had done that fateful morning. Relived everything that I had done that fateful morning up until the point when I was accused of stealing Dr. Orm's work. Remember, he's still telling it to Cheryl. Which is why our cute doggo companion is also not with us here. That's a loud car outside. Oh well. Hopefully the filter filters most of that out. Ooh, that's cute. So this is where the sender led you to. They're beautiful flowers, aren't they? Rather, it's marvelous displays, and it's such a lot of different varieties of roses. Yes, so after you came here to the flower bed, then what? Well, I stood and admired the flowers for a little while. Alright then, I just stand and admire the flowers for a little while too. Ah yes, I see, you're really trying to get inside my head, aren't you? Become the suspect, as it were, so you can see how to prove my innocence. Not really, I just like flowers. Oh. They're very splendid. Every flower is in full bloom. They smell divine. Ernest, are you right? We're staring at the flowers, not at me, remember? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Gosh. Well, I think we should investigate the area while we're here. That way we can enjoy the flowers a little longer. Smitten, huh? I think that's the right word. Oh, a puzzle. This is a rather rare variety, actually. It's a real pick to grow. Oh, you know about flowers, do you? Is that your field? No, it's just a hobby of mine, really. Actually, I know a rather fun puzzle about flowers, do you not? Yes, now we do. Flower power. Some mysterious flowers are growing with petals that change color when you touch them. Each flower has 5 petals, and any petals that are connected by a strand are the same color. Each flower needs to have 5 different colors. Touch a petal to cycle through the different colors. Petals that have a color from the beginning cannot be changed. Okay, so this one can be red or... I'll just try, I guess. Maybe this one is blue then. No. No, what I meant is maybe this one is blue then, and then... No, this one cannot be blue. Can be either purple or green. It must be purple, because this one cannot be green. This one must be green, and this one is blue. This one can be green there, and this one can be blue. There we go. And this one cannot be red or blue, but it can be yellow. Well, the other color that's left is purple, and then green. I think that's it, right? All of them have equally spread out and no double colors.
This is an interesting one.
Yes, okay, nice.
Puzzles
Just a
are
bit
made
of
for
guesswork and trying to go back and forth. Flower bed is full of colorful flowers. How cute. That spot, Miss Layton. I say you solved that very quickly, didn't you? I have a knack for puzzles. I haven't found one yet that I couldn't solve. Gosh, how wonderful. You don't believe me, do you? Not at all. I mean, I do believe you, of course. Well, anyway, they really are spectacular roses, aren't they? Definitely, you don't often see such beautiful display. Someone has obviously worked very hard on they to nurse them into their full glory like this. We're enjoying them at just the right time. They're at their peak now. Just think I could have missed this if I hadn't followed my nostrils. Must be my lucky day. Your lucky day, aren't you forgetting that you've been accused of theft? You're a little hard to understand, you? Miss, am I? Oh. Oops. Yeah, do we have the butterfly roses here? Okay, I thought those were maybe the main hint, but I guess they're not. There we go. E-puzzle. They really are splendid flowers, don't you think? Yes, they are, and they smell so... Oh! Are you alright? You didn't get stung on the nose by a bee, did you? No, I didn't get stung. I found a puzzle. Stung by a puzzle in the nose. How interesting. Box of flowers. You need to make a gift box with flowers drawn on each side. Use the flower paper to make a net diagram of a cube with 6 joining sides. Which squares of the paper do you need to use to include 6 different types of flowers? Do we have any straight that have different types? I guess this one. But then these two are different types, so that doesn't work. This one is also different types. But then we would need this, and that would not work either. So none of the straights directly work, so we have to have an L shape of some kind of something. I can have a zigzag shape one though. We need to start out with this one. And then work our way up somehow. Let's think, does that work? That will fall over there, that will fall over there. No. Or yes? That will be the top, that will be the side, that will be the downward side, and that will be the back. No, this one should work, I think.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Mystery or any
Knowing that
puzzle
there's
solved.
only one of those helps. You did it, you made a gift box with a lovely flower pattern. Here you are, this is for you. Cute. The puzzle was every bit as impressive as the flower that it came from. Are you alright, Ernest? You seem miles away. Yes, I mean, no, I was just captivated by any... I mean, never mind. You mean us? Well, let's talk to this guy. Ah, that's presumably one of my fellow students over there. He seems to be muttering to himself about something. What did I mess up so badly? 3 out of 10. What are rubber scores? No one needs to know. No one will, not the way I dispose of my answer sheet. Really should study next time, huh? He's citing constantly. I wonder what the problem is. Yes, I wonder. So we enjoyed some pretty flowers. Let's get back to retracing your steps. After the scent had drawn you here, you'd gazed at the flowers for a while. What did you do next? Well, you say one a bit closer to the flowers and, yes, you went a little closer like this. Careful, miss. Sorry. Don't step any closer than that, it's dangerous. There's a goat poo on the ground. Goat poo? Oh, that was close. We nearly trod in it. Yes, I did tread in it earlier. Oh no. Yes. You're unlucky, aren't you? What's all the goat poo doing here anyway? Well, you see, they keep goats here on the campus. There's a little goat shed just by further on. You know, you weigh around very well for someone on their first day. That's because after I trotted into the poo, I went looking for somewhere to wash out my shoes. Came across the goat shed then, you see. Ah, so that's where you went next, isn't it? You really were determined not to actually go into the faculty building, weren't you? I'm a bad student. Oh, come along then. Let's go over to this goat shed. My terrible bad luck has led me into a pile of goat poo. Was that really relevant to Miss Layton's investigation? Couldn't hide my doubts, but nevertheless I took her to the goat shed. Let's go to the goat shed. Why not? One last scene for today before I write out. There you miss, this the goat shed. Oh yes, they really do have goats. Listen to them bleating, they're adorable. Bleh. Oh hello, you're the fresher with the poo shoe, aren't you? Did you manage to get it clean? Yes, thank you, you saved me a lot of embarrassment by letting me wash it off here. Hello, I'm Catrielle. You're responsible for looking after the goats, are you? Oh, hi there, I'm Billy. Yes, that's right. I mean, I'm a student at the university, but these goats are part of my studies. I'm researching goat behavior, you see. Ah, so that's why you have goats on campus? Feels more like the London Zoo than at London University just here, doesn't it? It's really great, actually. You're welcome to hang out for a while if you like. It's a very good way to wind down. Oh, thank you. What in the weird goat is that? There's something therapeutic about watching these animals go about their business, isn't there? Business, haha. When I was washing off my shoes before, I found myself a little mesmerized, actually. Just stood and gazed at them for ages. Yes, I know what you mean. They somehow make it off as any... they somehow make all thoughts of anything else vanish from my mind. I was doing so well. Oh, what are we doing? We're supposed to be investigating the case. Gosh, yes, I forgot all about it. You've been leading me up to the garden path since we got here, Anders. If only I had someone or something to detect the Layton stop us going straight. Well, sure we can manage. Let's go back on track now and start tiling the earnest of this morning again. Look at this one, Miss Layton. It's such a sweetie. Oh, watch him. He'll eat absolutely anything, he will. Really? He looks like it was just about to nibble my finger. Oh, I don't think he'd go for human flesh, don't worry. But I have the morning paper out of your hand if you let him get too close. Really eats paper? Actually, I think I've read the goats do that, yes. It's not really very good for them, so I don't allow it, but some students think it's funny and feed it to them anyways. On purpose, you mean? Yeah, if they do badly in a test, for example, I might feed their score sheets to them. We that boy did, actually. I stop them if I'm here, but I can't be watching all the time. Gosh, what rotters. Puzzle time. Right on the goat. Also, I love that they have a climbing tower. That's so nice. Look, Miss Layton, up there at the top of the little tower. Yes, it's funny the way ghosts like to climb, isn't it? Oh, I didn't mean to go. There's a puzzle hiding up there as well, do you see? Really, how fascinating. Let's try to solve it then. But yeah, I think after more than the scene, my voice will give in, so I think... tempered sheep. We have 9 sheep who really don't get along. If they find themselves within 2 squares of each other vertically or horizontally, they start to fight. Luckily, they don't fight if they're diagonal from each other, separated by a rock. Can I place them all in position so they won't end up fighting? Oh, that should be it, right?
This should do it, I think.
No?
Oh, that's not like me.
Maybe I missed something. What did I miss? Luckily, they don't find if they're diagonal from each other, separated by a rock. Separated by a rock, diagonal, 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 diagonal. Oops. Okay, then maybe not this or this. This wouldn't work. This would technically work, right? Stay diagonal.
This should do it, I think.
Okay, yes.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Good. The atmosphere in the farm is nice and quiet, and the sheep look happy. Being near the rock seems to relax them. That's a cute image with the birds. It's very relaxing watching the goats here. They have such a calm and peaceful life. I know it's awfully easy to forget time and find you've been here for hours. I guess let's talk to her with another riddle. Looks like a lot of work caring for these goats. Yes, well, any living thing takes a lot of work looking after, and there was this tricky situation a while ago as well. The goat divide. As you can see in the picture, there's 3x4 grid inside the fence. Each square within the grid can use one fence per side. It's the least amount of fences required to separate the goats from each other. Goats can go anywhere, but there cannot be more than one goat per square. Okay, so it looks like we have 5 goats. The goats can go anywhere, but not more than one goat each square. I mean, why can't they all be together? Why can't it be 0? Just asking.
Perhaps
No, okay.
I don't cut the mustard at all, do I?
Oh, yeah, no. That I didn't care for. I mean, we have 5 goats, so technically... I would say 10? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be 3. 9, 10. I think 10 is the answer, maybe.
If you'll entertain my idea here,
No?
I don't cut the mustard at all, do I?
I mean, you could get away with 9, and then have the 10th have a large thing, I guess. Yeah, maybe that would work. Like, separate out 9 up there, and then have one goat just have a ginormous
So, in
enclosure.
conclusion,
No?
that wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Yeah, I thought about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with... Oh, no, hold on, then we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because then the rest has... Yeah, because it's 5 goats, not 6. Oops, so it's 7, not 9. Right at here, can't count. Clearly. So it's 7, not 9.
If you'll entertain my
I swear
idea
I'm
here,
sometimes more solid. No?
I don't cut the mustard at all, do I?
Why not? Did I miscount? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meh, 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 meh.
I have a
But if you
feeling
want
that
all the
perhaps
codes in an enclosure, then...
that wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
5, okay, true. We can separate those 5. Never mind, not 6, it's 5. I can think right. No. How did you recognize that as 5? But yeah, no, this area is sectioned out off and you have 5 fences.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
Oh man, yeah,
Still
fair.
no match on this Layton,
If you
of
think
course.
about leaving one goat outside, but then that goat needs, like, that goat just gonna roam free and run on the road or something. That's not good. But leaving one goat outside the enclosure can reduce the number of fences needed. Mind you, economizing on fences like this might mean you have a runaway goat at your hands. Yeah, see? I thought they want all the goats enclosed, but no. Sometimes the puzzle logic is a bit non-logical, but that's okay. I mean, this one kind of worked in logic, but to be fair, I thought about that for a second and then I didn't pursue it anymore. Like, in the beginning I was like, what is one goat is outside? But then I was like, nah, but they should all be in the fences, right? Yeah, that's how we had to resolve it, but you see what I mean? Yes, I see, it seems like jolly hard work indeed. Goats eat a lot of for the size, so you have to feed them regularly, which means a lot comes out the other end, you know what I mean? I have a big job cleaning up all the big jobs. I see, they certainly need a good amount of care and attention, don't they? Yes, it's a lot of work, but the goats are really important to us, not just as part of the research program either. We use their manure as fertilizer all over the campus. Really? So those wonderful blooms are thanks to these little creatures? Would have never guessed. The goats come in useful and unexpected ways, I see. Yes, they do. They're very popular with the students, actually, and with the professors. Lots of students come here to see how they're getting on. Dr. Home, you know the plant genetics guy, he likes to come too. Oh, really? Dr. Home? Yeah, I think he finds it helps him to clear his mind when he's been focusing hard on his research. So he finds it relaxing to watch the goats as well, just like we do. Two more clues, but those we're gonna move to the future. Right, I think we looked at the goats for long enough now. So you've been looking at the flowers, you trotted in some goat poo, you came here to wash it off, and then you stayed and watched the goats for a while. What did you do after that? After that, oh yes, that's right, the cat. The cat? First a goat, then a cat? Yes, I was about to head back to the faculty building when a cat jumped out across my path, so I ran after it. You don't tell me you were still wound up even after the flowers and the goats? Wanted to stroke a furry feline to calm yourself down? No, I wasn't worried that it might be lost, so I thought I should try to catch it and take it back to its owner. Oh, aren't you sweet? Gosh, well, So where did this cat chase take you? Actually, it ran back towards the roses, so I followed it there. Alright then, so it's back to the flower bed where we were before. Let's go. One of these days we might actually get to the scene of the crime. Miss Layton seemed frustrated at my movements earlier that they were apparently getting us nowhere fast, but in fact an unforeseen turn of events was soon to lead us to the crime scene. Well, we shall find that turn of events this Sunday, because if I read anymore, my voice is gonna probably give out, and I don't want that. I need it for first day for the crafty project. So let's actually see who's rateable right now, shall we? And it's a very cute case we solved before, and this one is interesting too, because it tells the backstory. Of course we haven't, actually... like, what's it called? Actually solved Charles' case. There we go. My brain like stopped working halfway because I was actually looking at the game stuff. But yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, it looks like Crowbird is trying to catch a shiny Rayalo in Pokemon Legends EA and doing some mega battles, so how about we rate them? Because it looks very fun. Okay, let's do this. Create a dashboard. But yeah, I am, as always, going to be back on Thursday for crafting. I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna continue on my penguin crochet project, accessorizing the autumn penguin with a cute little pumpkin hat and a leaf cape. What about giving us a wizard stuff too? You know? Like a pumpkin wizard or something. I think that would also be cute. Maybe like a stick with leaf on or something. But then that would be made out of clay or something. But yeah, something to like. We shall see where this project leads us. But yeah, I hope to see you back on Thursday. And if you're not into crafting and you want to see how this case continues, we are gonna continue that on Sunday and hopefully finish this case on Sunday too. So, you know, chime back in if you're interested. Hopefully, like, we are gonna finish the game next week too, and then I'm gonna see what's next voted on the list of games as the game that will follow. And then after, I think it's time for another Zelda game, which I think should be Winter Acre, so I'm also excited about that. So lots of fun and good things going on. And then I want to play, like, maybe a Halloween mystery game or so around Christmas time, because if they want to Christmas to take over Halloween, then I can just take over Christmas with Halloween again, you know? They want to take over Halloween with Christmas, then I can take Christmas over with Halloween, you know? Yeah. I don't know if I got that right the first time. My brain just remembers half the thing because I'm tired. But yeah, hope you all will have a lovely Wednesday. Hope to see you all back to Crafty Thursday, and hope you all have a good evening and enjoy the raid. Thank you all for hanging out. Bye bye.